Ryan.
Good afternoon, folks. Happy Friday, 3:07 p.m. Eastern Time. We got less than an hour left to go in the trading day, and you have markets just chopping around. Jobs Friday, so we get 22,000 jobs added. It's a weak number. You get revisions. We have negative jobs, actually lost jobs in the month of June. We'll probably get revisions on the month of jobs we just had of 22,000. No guarantee that that doesn't go negative eventually. Yields are trading lower, and the only possibility right now is whether the Fed's actually going to go 25 basis points or 50 basis points when comes time for the December meeting. September. This month. Coming up in 12 days. Right now, the market looking at about at least a 100% chance that they're going to cut. And of that chances of cutting, 90% probability they go 25 basis points, 10% chance they go 50 basis points. When you go out to December, okay, the market thinks there's about a 65% chance, and I'll just bring it over so you can take a look at it as we jump around. That's 3 cuts in 3 meetings, folks. 65% chance. 7% chance you get 4 cuts in 3 meetings, and 25% chance 2 cuts. There's a lot of cuts priced in this market as we're struggling on jobs. You jump over the 10-year, quite a spike to 113.21 right now. We're at 113.12. You get the 10-year yield at 4.09%. And so, yeah, let's take a look at the volume. S&Ps. Take a look at the daily. And yeah, you're going to have some volume today. You know, this is a Friday. It's a jobs Friday. We got an hour left to go, and we've already done almost 1.4 million contracts in the S&Ps. The biggest day on the way down was 1.7. We got a whole hour to go. You're going to get volume on the close. The last couple of days, you did 1.4 and 1.1, and we're already at 1.4. The NASDAQ, quite a candle. Let's take a look at the weeklies. You know, quite a tail on all these bars. We made all-time highs today, folks. 65.41, and just like that, we gave up 90 points. All right, we take a look at the dollar. So we're pushing the lower boundaries. When we're at 96.37, we had the 10-year yield at about 4.19%. 10 years at 4.09%. So we're coming for the 96 price area as these yields drop. 97.72 right now in the dollar. And we take a look at gold. So it's a big day for gold as well. We're going to break the highs, and we're going to do it with volume. What are you up to? 220,000. And you're coming into highs of 215. Now you have this huge expansion that we had on Tuesday. On a weekly basis, though. Yeah, the number's not in there, but it's going to be a huge weekly breakaway. I mean, look, just add up the days. You're talking about 220, 230, 220. So that's 670, 970, over a million. Over a million contracts in the 4 trading days we're going to have on gold. And that's going to be the most volume gold's done since May 19th and only in 4 days. Check that out. All right. And yeah, you got to talk about this one. Tylenol. So HHS, they're going to put out a report. And, you know, I was reading this one. I was reading what they're talking about in Bloomberg. Among the potential causes of autism, I think I saw the word possibly many times in this. And nonetheless, there's going to be a report here that says that Tylenol, and especially during pregnancies, can potentially be linked to autism. And this is going to be a report of current information, though. This is not going to be like where they went in and did a bunch of research. So the report being prepared by HHS, and yeah, this stock, KView, is trading lower, which we'll get there. The report being prepared takes a measured approach, listing possible causes. That's what I thought, possible. I mean, they before this, and hey, I'll read the report, okay? But listing possible causes for the disorder and discussing what is known and unknown. Okay. And we jump over to that stock, KView. And yeah, that's going to have some volume. So you're down 11.3% right now. Look at this thing. Hey, let's see longer term. Technically speaking, okay, you have price support at about 18. That was your low of 2023. That was your low of 2024. What I always say about something like this, though, when you put an area underneath an equity where it's trading, you look for where an area could find support. Set that stop if you ever get into this one right now, because, I'm sure that's the last thing that they want going into a Friday, is being linked by a RFK Jr. HHS report for autism. Down by 11%. But yeah, you're bumping up against an area. So, you make this trade, you set your stop, put it tight, man. Put it tight. Right under $18. If you break below there, you're coming for the lows, and yeah, that'll probably get some attention. And, the tough part about that, okay, and this is just mixing feelings versus technicals, that's never going to go away once it's out there, okay? That's not something you can disprove, right? You can't disprove that it might be possible. So imagine that, because I was thinking about, you look at that stock, say, okay, if it's true, if it's not true, there's no way to disprove that it might be possible, which is what the report's going to say. So how do you refute that? You can't refute that, because it might be possible. All right. S&Ps only off by 25. Look at the NASDAQ in positive territory. We'll take a look at Tesla when we get back. Tesla up by 3.3%, $11, trading at $3.49. We'll be right back, folks.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way